let's jump right into it. So the first thing that we need is our text. So I'm going to select the text tool, left click here within the canvas area, and I'm going to write my text. And then I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to put the text into the center. So let me select my select tool, click on the origin point, and here in the properties I'm going to change both of these to 0 so that it goes into the center. And I'm going to scale this down a bit, so I'm going to go to size and scale it down by maybe 100, and I'm going to put this in a group. And then within that group I'm going to right click, new layer, let me go to this start, and we're going to grab the spherize. And next we need to also grab the duplicate, so I'm going to right click, new layer, and I'm going to go down to where it says other, duplicate, and the final thing that we need is a translate. So I'm going to go right click, new layer, transform, and go to translate. And I am going to cut the spherize here because I'm going to put it outside of this group. So I'm going to close up this group, and I'm going to put this group within another group. So let me just put that in another group and place the spherize out here. Let me turn it off for now. I'm going to come inside here, and I'm going to make sure that the duplicate is at the top here. And next I'm going to click on translate, right click the origin in its properties, and convert this to a scale. Then I'm going to open this up, select the scalar, select the duplicate, and let me go to the library here, select index, and I'm going to join these two, connect these two together. So I'm going to right click, and wait, I'm on the wrong one, so let me select the translate, select the scalar here, make sure that we have the duplicate index selected. I'm going to right click, click on connect, and now they are connected. So if I should move this point here down, we can see our duplicates. So I'm just going to move this down and create some space between the texts like so, and I'm going to increase the amount of duplicates by maybe, right now it's at 3, so let me give that maybe about 10. If we need more, we'll go ahead and add it later on. And I'm going to select my group, and I'm going to move this up, and I'm holding down shift to move it in a straight line. Just going to move it up here so we can have more text within the canvas area here, and maybe like there. And now we're done with our text and our duplicate, so I'm going to close that, turn on spherize, and I'm going to increase this all the way up, like maybe about there will do. And I am also going to increase the spherize amount. So here in the amount, I'm going to increase that to maybe 1.5, so we get more of a deformed shape. And let me actually move this down a bit more like so. And we need to get rid of the outer parts of the text here, so we can do that easily using the same spherize. So here where it says clip, I'm going to turn that on to clip out those extra edges, and now we have our text here all set. Now we need to go ahead and basically rotate it. So I'm going to click on the open up the group here, click on the rotate text here, and I'm going to go to the very first frame here. I'm going to turn on my animate button, and we want to animate the text, so I'm going to zoom out here, select the origin point for my text, move that slightly to add a keyframe, and I'm just going to come all the way down here to the end, and I'm going to move this down to animate it. All right, notice that we no longer have any more text there. We can actually, let me turn off animate, we can actually move that up. Well, actually, let me move the group here, move it up like so. And let me click back on the text here, turn on back animate. And now we actually have our rotation going on. So let me preview this. So we already have the rotation going on, but we want to make sure that it loops perfectly. And currently it seems to be looping perfectly, but just in case yours isn't, you want to make sure that on the first keyframe, the position of the text is the same as the very last keyframe. And actually it doesn't loop perfectly. So if you notice here, the text is up a bit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zoom in like so, and I'm going to draw down my line there so that I can have an indication of where to stop. So here on the very first one it goes down a bit, and here on the very last one it goes up to touch that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to match the very first keyframe. So I'm going to select this, zoom in like so, and I'm going to move this down like so to match the first keyframe, and that should work. That's close enough. So let me zoom out here and play that back. And now we are seeing our rotation text, and it's almost perfect, right? But that can work. So now you can turn off the background and you can export this and you can put it in any program that you want, any video editor, and utilize it there, or you can use it from here. Also, to make this look a bit better, I'm going to go ahead and right click here, new, distort. I'm going to add a twirl, and let me scale this up like so. Let me actually remove the keyframe because I don't want a keyframe there currently. I'm going to come here to the very front, and I am going to add a keyframe to my rotation here slightly and bring it back to normal. And maybe here on frame 24 I'm going to twist this like so, and then move down and twist it the other way, like maybe so. And I'm going to duplicate the very first keyframe right here, duplicate, bring it down, and then I'm just going to space these out like so, and then preview that. And then once it's previewed, I'm going to play it, and now we can see what we have here. And this is how you would pretty much rotate your text in Synfig. So that's it for this tutorial, and I will see you in the next one.